Welcome to BrilTalks, informal talks, brilliant impact. Today I'm with a very, very dear friend, Gangadharan from B School. And, this man has really literally hustled his way to success. And today he consults some of the top businesses of the country. And he's been rated as, his company has been rated as one of the top 10 consulting firms in the country by CEO Insights. His company's name is Levers for Change. And I'm here today with Ganga. I call him Ganga dearly. And, he's a classmate. So, these are all informal talks. I want him to share with us what he is telling his customers today. These are unprecedented situations. My business today has zero sales because it's a non-essential business. So, we are managing to pay our employees, and, we have an emergency fund. So we pay our employees. We don't pay our vendors today. So we delay those payments because there are no inflows. So, I wanted to have a chat with the expert in this field and find out what he's been telling his clients and, take it forward from there. So Ganga, what would you tell your clients today?
Yeah, hi Jay. First of all, thank you for connecting me today. It's a great pleasure, as always, speaking to you. Right. So yeah, see, these are tough times. Not just tough times, but unprecedented times. These are right. Probably in the human history, there are very, very few instances where we are facing with such a situation. In our business, we consult across board industries. So starting from oil refineries, which fall under the ESMA category, essential supplies, to non-essential items, all those things. And every company today is under a lot of uncertainty, more importantly. Like we have been organizing few informal discussions with the CEOs of few companies. So I can share a few thoughts what we have been discussing.
Sure.
Yeah. Number one, the first and foremost aspect what we tell our clients is about people, right? Particularly the smaller businesses, there is a tendency to do two things: either do a pay cut, okay, or prune down the employees. Okay. While pay cuts are like a very consensual thing, right? What we say is definitely the core management team in today's times must go for a pay cut. That is advisable. Yeah, because and the core management team, which will be like 5 to 10% of your employees, but will also contribute to 30 to 40% of your salary bill. Mm-hmm. Now, that's a more easier segment of your employee base with whom you can talk rational, okay, logic, objectivity. And they would be more than willing and happy to participate in this. And we strongly advise our clients not to touch out of that 5 to 10% of the management team. Okay. Yes, all of us know that this situation is going to be there at least for another 3 to 6 months. Right. While we are not sure about the timeline, but we can for sure say it is going to be a medium term or a little long term phenomenon. Yeah. So 60 to 70% of your employee base, which will contribute to 30 to 40% of your paycheck. Okay, it's better to keep them untouched, mm-hmm. because that segment of employees understand loyalty very well, right? And it makes a big difference to them. So this is one thing we suggest our clients. In fact, within LFC also we do the same thing. I mean, we have not gone for any pay cuts or any.
Lovely. Yeah. Same here. So far we've also been managing. So it's
right.
It's good. Yeah. Let's hope things, start turning around slowly.
That's right. And when it comes to pruning down of employees or optimizing the workforce, we have, I mean, while incidentally 20% of our programs are on manpower optimization, right? For large industries, we have helped organizations to optimize manpower by 20%, 30%. So while we are an expert in the manpower optimization, but this time we tell companies not to look at manpower optimization at this point of time. Okay,
Right.
This is more from a responsible corporate point of view,
Correct.
right? So like a 1 month notice today, it's not sure in today's scenario whether someone will find employment within a month's time. Okay,
Absolutely.
so you are surely putting him under a tremendous amount of risk of his livelihood. So this is something from a nation building point of view, or from a responsible corporate point of view, industries should not do. Okay, that's about the second thing what we say. Now, while we say this, we also ask our clients. We have been asking this question to our clients, at least some 5-6 of them, with whom we had a conference in the last week. Now that they have seen 10 to 15 days of people working from home, see, the conventional manufacturing industries, the work from home is I mean, it's not a very a comfortable thing, right?
True.
But today, having forcefully gone through the cycle, so we are asking our clients, can you cut down your office space by 50%?
Yeah.
Okay, so the logic what we put out is, see, look, today any organization, so they have a corporate office, administrative office, and manufacturing unit. Typically, the corporate office, the salary per person is much lower than the square feet what he occupies in an office. Yeah, so the Wi-Fi, the table, the furnitures.
So the cost to company.
Yeah, the cost to company. Yeah, so the cost to company is at least 1.5 to 3 times the salary of the individual. So the question is not about pruning down the employee, but cutting the office space. So we are asking the question, who amongst your team you are comfortable working from home going forward? Right. And see, for conventional organizations, this is not a new thing. In fact, if you look at, even though we say IT industry has been practicing it partially successfully, but if you look at conventional sales organizations have been a work from home model essentially.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah. So today you have an app which tracks the salesman's visit to the counters and all. Right. But in Varanasi,
it was predominantly trust, and even till date, in a family business like ours, right? It's 99% trust.
True.
Okay. So we recruit people based on their value systems, and we trust them that they'll do their job, and we let them run with it. So as you say, it is work from home.
Exactly.
Because so they're all in remote locations.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is exactly what we told. See, look, you are conventionally we are all doing this concept for years now. Right. So why can't your payroll processor, right, in HR, okay, why can't your finance team, okay, why can't your treasury team, why can't your procurement team, why can't they work from home? Why can't your sourcing team, why can't they work from home? Right. So this idea obviously has excited few of our clients. So this is the second point we're talking about. Then the third thing what we talk about to our clients is, how do you, in a very short-term point of view, how do you use this lockdown period? See, generally what happens, we again go back to the client and we ask the same question. See, in the recent past, why did you engage LFC? Right? Is that LFC brought in any new idea that was out of the world? No, we didn't. Did we tell you anything which you did not know? No, we did not. Okay. Was that 9 out of 10 solutions actually came from your own team? Right. So from an improvements point of view or from a transformation point of view, the only thing your teams were lacking was time. Okay. So for any organization, you have 8 to 10 hours of humanly available manpower time.
Correct. Correct.
Now, 8 hours of that goes into managing today's turnover, today's transactions. So they have only 2 hours left for growth and improvement. Okay, but today you are vice versa.
Correct.
Today, all of your employees are your consultants.
True.
Right.
Absolutely.
All you need is you have data. So today, all the data is available on an ERP.
Very
right.
true.
You have facilities like video conferencing. Okay, all these things. People can connect. So you have data, you have people, you have connectivity. So we had come up with some 14 specific ideas for our clients to work on. So there are some 5 ideas what we call as a high impact ideas on the sales side, on the manufacturing side. So we have picked
Ganga,
up
one minute before you go to the next point, I want to ask you about something very, personal. While building levers for change, you've hustled your way to success.
That's right.
Okay. So how did you go about doing your sales? This is something that has fascinated me, and I love the fact that you have literally grown this organization from zero. Okay. And that is a phenomenal success. And, to be a top 10 management consulting firm today in the country for SMEs, it's fantastic.
So, thank you, Jay. Thank you. You're being very kind. Yeah. So I don't know whether
I know where you started off from. I know what you've done. I know the hardships that you have gone through. So, this is going to be an inspiration to our viewers.
Yeah.
So please tell me about what your sales process was. How did you get about, getting those clients?
Yeah. Thank you. So, ironically, we never had a sales team or a sales process from the beginning. See, consulting by nature works on referral. Okay, so and we have been associated with consulting companies in our past experience. See, I had the opportunity to work with McKinsey. I had the opportunity to work with Renwa. So these are all world's largest consulting firms. So we know that one good client gives you 3 good clients.
Right.
So we have been following the Japanese model very consciously of 2 things. Number 1, staying focused on what you do. Okay, and focus only on delivery and make your client your salesman.
Right.
Okay, so like any other management consulting firm, we don't work on multiple areas. See, we have identified 5 problem statements for us, and we are working with 8 specific industry verticals. So we have not gone beyond this. So what this has helped us over the last 10 years is to assure success to clients. See, even today, 50% of our agreed fee, we take it as a variable fee.
Lovely.
Yeah, and in the last 10 years, LFC's record of getting back the variable fee on time is 83%. Okay, we got our fee, but not on time is another 7%, 7 to 8%. So 91% is our record of delivering results to the clients. Yes, we do have a 9% failure.
All right.
So one success, and the other very conscious thing we are doing as a consulting company is we work only with entrepreneurial firms.
Sorry, what was that?
We work only with entrepreneurial firms.
Okay, entrepreneurial firms, right.
Okay,
right.
Where there is a very clear owner of the business who is involved in day-to-day businesses. Because, see, ultimately, change or transformation is one man's vision.
True.
Yeah, and the entire organization aligns to it. See, it's nothing. It's very similar to how leaders and visionaries, like how Mahatma Gandhi, how he evolved the entire India towards one common purpose and goal.
Right.
So every promoter is a Mahatma Gandhi for his own organization. Okay, his philosophy is the organization's philosophy, right? So we have been choosing the right entrepreneurs. We go to an entrepreneur with a very right reference, and then we start working.
Fantastic.
And the first 3 to 4 months, we actually invest with our clients. We don't start on a commercial engagement.
Right.
So we start with a dipstick. We do a 1 week, 2 week exercise. Even we do a pilot demonstration at a much, much lower price.
Right.
So we build confidence. We acquire a client. We don't acquire projects.
Okay, taking off from there, what were your personal sacrifices, Ganga? You know, your personal sacrifices, your family's personal sacrifices, because today we are seeing quite a few people losing jobs. Okay, this is a sad reality. And
True.
I'm sure many people would like to start their own business. Okay, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of innovation coming out of this crisis today, which is the good part. But entrepreneurship is not all rosy. Okay, so can you just share a few, sacrifices that you had to make along the way, and how did your family back you up on that?
Yeah. So see, when it comes to sacrifices, to be very honest, at a personal level or on a monetary front, there is no sacrifice, because
Right.
consulting has been always a service-based business. So there is no capex requirements to
Right.
begin with. So it's your time. But yes, emotionally and on the family side, even today, so every day my son and wife are telling thank you Corona, right? So literally, yeah.
So
So
you're not traveling.
yeah, I'm not traveling, and this is the in the last 8 years of my married life, this is the second time I have spent continuously more than 10 days at home, 7
Lovely.
days at home. Yeah.
So it's
That's the biggest.
go Corona, go in your family. Huh?
No, go Corona. Yeah, exactly. That's right. So keeping up with that. So yes, obviously without the family support, none of this is possible.
Yeah.
So I mean, just to share a very emotional thing. So that's why in my WhatsApp profile, if you look at, I keep my wife's picture as the DP.
Lovely.
The reason is that's the true face. Why? The reason why I am in the client location.
Yeah.
So that it's because my wife takes care of the family.
Right.
Yeah. So that's something which has been very hard on the personal front.
So thank you very much, Ganga. It's been a real pleasure interacting with you. I mean, this is not to be formal or anything like that, but the insights have been phenomenal. And I like every entrepreneur's family, I think the wife and the children make the maximum sacrifices. So please convey my regards to your wife also.
Yeah.
So thanks for being here on the first episode of BrilTalks.
Okay, I didn't know this is the first episode. Thank you, Jay.
Yes,
I mean, it's really
I thought of you first.
honor. It's really an honor, and thanks a lot for thinking worth talking to me. Thanks a lot.
Of course. Yeah. Thank you, Ganga.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.